get tired of that fucking song. What the fuck are we doing on Sinful Sunday? Well, because we had to reschedule the awesome interview that we had for last night. Unfortunately, I was not able to do it, so I am able to do it now. So hopefully you got that barbecue fucking rolling, and I sure as shit brought the bourbon today. So we're going to have some fun out there, Reaper's Demons. I have with me all the way from the UK, I hope I say the name right, Tigguo Cobauc.
No.
Damn it! I knew I was going to fuck that shit up. Someone else say it for me, please.
It's something similar. Something similar.
Something similar.
Okay.
Tigguo Cobauc.
What is it?
Tigguo Cobauc. Tigguo Cobauc.
Tigguo Cobauc.
Exactly.
I'm a little close.
If you think, Ripper, if you think in the Latin way, Latino way, so it's Tigguo Cobauc. It's like more.
See, I've been trying to figure out just exactly what language that's in, because I know you guys are from different parts of the world. So that's good to know. See, Reaper's learning something new already. But before we get into this motherfucker right here, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our sponsor at Poison Valley Clothing. Check it out. Allahu Akbar. Never get tired of that song either. That's actually from Reaper's Underground Productions Management, Human the Hoof Beast, off of his first album there, who is actually in the studio right now getting ready to drop some new tracks. So it'd be cool to see what he's coming up with. But if you are in the market or you just love horror in general, you're going to want to go to Poison Valley Clothing. Currently on Facebook, his website is coming up, but you can still order from him. And there's a lot of band ambassadors as well, including my band, Drop Dead Dammit, Sensation, and of course, the Doomsday Rejects. So definitely check them out. Low price, quick shipping, high quality. All right, so I am back with Tigguo Cobauc, which I think I may have said it right that time. Holy shit. All right. So go ahead and introduce yourselves to everybody out there in Three Witches Land. I don't care who goes first.
Okay. I'm Luca, from originally from Italy, and moved to England in 2013, if I remember.
Nice. Next.
Hi, I'm Rino Ramos. I'm born in Madeira Island in Portugal, and I'm the bass player and singer of Tigguo Cobauc. Cheers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm Luis Barreto. I'm the drummer. I'm born in Venezuela, but my parents are from Madeira, so I moved from Venezuela to Madeira in '94. So
awesome.
I moved to England in 3 years. So
okay. Awesome. Yeah. Funny story about that. Did not have time to do the makeup, so you're getting the clean Reaper today. I am so sorry. Wayne Turton. All right. Looks like we got one of the fans in the house. Awesome. And what is up, Bunzo the Clown? I'm doing well. Day drinking, but why not? It was a good excuse. All righty. So how did you guys get into being musicians in the first place? Like, what kind of led you there?
Reno starts now.
I started to play guitar when I was around 14, 15 years old, because my dad and all my uncles, they were like, playing guitar like with my granddad and everything in parties at home. All this, festive songs they played, and fado. Fado is like a traditional music from Portugal. It's a very sad song. So my granddad was playing the 12-string Portuguese guitar. We called Portuguese guitar, and since kid I was like, listen that sound. I love the sound of the strings and everything. And remember my dad had a guitar on the room, and I was like, when I was a kid, I was going there, I was ding, this sound. Then I get in love of this sound.
Could you see the cat like
like I was like going on the strings and bing. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then life just took me naturally to start playing guitar, because I had luck with the friends I've met during my life. Some friends had bands and everything. I was skateboarding at the time. I stopped skateboarding with 16 years old.
Oh, who the hell didn't? That was like the best pastime ever. Get home from school, ride the fucking skateboard somewhere.
Fucking nice. So some of my friends, from skateboarding, I met on the main city. They starting to play and everything. I was like, fucking hell, man, this is my chance. I'm starting to work on. I remember on the holidays, on the summer holidays from school, everybody going to the beach and everything, and I was like working on the buildings, near my neighborhood. They are building kind of a factory, something like that, and I went there to work, so just to buy my first guitar. So when I get my first guitar with my own money, I was like very happy, and then my dad built it's not a man cave because it's on the top of the house. Under the seal, you have the, kind of a roof. You have a square that you go in, and then there is a small roof. I don't know how you call that, but it's my dad built kind of a room over there on the top of the house. So I had my amplifier there and starting to play. Oh, like everybody, starting to play Metallica, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jams, everything. You see. So because in Madeira, because from where I come from, we are very influenced by music from America. You see, we had this, we had this kind of classic bands from Europe, but in Madeira, because I don't know why, but we had, because maybe MTV, because I remember MTV just starting on 1991, something like that in Madeira, I think, something like that, 89.
Yeah, 89, 81, yeah.
Something like that. 89.
Yeah, we remember to saw the first episode of Headbangers Ball. You remember that?
Headbangers Ball, yeah. I watched Headbangers Ball when I was around 15, 16 years old. I was like, oh my god, I saw Carcass, a video from Carcass and everything. I was like, oh my god, this exists.
Hell yeah.
I was like, fucking
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And then
I love you too, baby.
And naturally, and then I start, and then one of my friends started a band, like a crossover kind of band, because we loved Rage Against the Machine. So So you remember this time when Rage Against the Machine was like fucking famous and everybody loved it. So I did my first band was in the kind of crossover thing, like kind of a guy singing kind of hip hop but metal in behind. So I was like trying to beat some morale. Yeah, but I've learned. You see, I've learned how to
Sepultura influence at all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Sepultura, everything, man. Man, everything on that side.
I was a bigger fan of them, to be honest.
Yeah, everything, man. And then I start. We create a band called Cobauc that we've been together for. I've been playing there at least 19 years, and Luis been there with me maybe 9 years, and they still on. But me and Luis now are in UK, so the band's still there, but just with one guitar player. Yeah, but we travel the continent in Portugal. We travel from Madeira sometimes to big festivals in Portugal. Just for me, it was like a kind of a school for me, because we learn all together building the band, starting to do songs, recording, going in a professional studio for the first time. We record 3 albums on professional studio. So for me, it was like, just coming to UK with all the baggage ready to find the right band like we did in Cobauc, and put all the experience from the past on our countries, trying to put everything on Cobauc, all the experience we have from the past.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
it, man.
Luca, so what's your main influences on guitar? Because you have one of the sludgiest, thickest sounds. The only other band that I could even associate what you do is a band called Black Tongue, which I also believe is from the UK. But I mean, you shred with the thunder. So what has influenced you?
Oh, my previous band is Even Bass, and we play kind of doom stoner rock. Yeah,
I thought there was some hints in there. I could hear it.
I'm the one guilty of take all the doom influence and sludgy and yeah.
Oh man, here in America, we're like fucking crack addicts for it. So
yeah, no.
We can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I know sludge. I think sludge, coming from America, then. But
yeah, maybe like through bands like Down, I Hate God, Crowbar, fucking oh my god,
yeah,
and then fucking Corrosion of Conformity.
Yeah,
when they got into their more stoner type.
I think on Tigguo Cubao we try to also. I really like. First Celtic Frost, Battery, Venom, obviously Motorhead, nothing to do, but it's kind of stuff I've listened, and I'm the oldest one, and
on the band, you're the oldest, I'm the middle, and Luis is the youngest.
Yeah. I'm the oldest in mine, so
and same.
The middle and the oldest, the middle and the oldest,
Oh shit! I haven't had hair since I was 19 years old. It don't even bother me. So I guess I had that much stress from life already at age 19.
Yeah. Anyway, we have all these kind of different influence. The other two coming from melodic death and thrash, and I'm the most heavier part of the sound, and we try to mix all together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it definitely shows. So for Luis there, what is your biggest drum influence? Because I'm a drummer also, so I know all my influences, but I'm always curious, who do you, what's your go-to guys that, you've probably taken a lot of licks from and stuff?
Oh, yeah. So I'm growing. It's like my history about music and starting to get influences and know who is your influence. So like I told you, I'm from Venezuela. So Venezuelans came from the rhythms, percussion rhythms, tribal. It's like always it's going to be.
Love the tribal.
Sepultura is also going to be Igor. So it's one of the first bands I remember start listening like metal. I remember we started in the school with 12 years old and some colleagues, and they start, why you listen? We listen Sepultura. So it's like, and I love that kind of sounds, and that's why kind of like
Igor
when I
was
start
a master
drums. That's when I start to play drums. It's always I like kind of also like Marilyn Manson stuff. It's like always when that beautiful people groove from the drummer, just it's amazing.
Interesting.
It's amazing. That's amazing. So it's always like percussion. It's like the Latin way. So for me, like starting with Sepultura. Of course, I have a lot of big drummers, technical drummers. My Noise. If we going from there,
You also learn a lot when you start in Canaxet. You're starting to do
Yeah.
nice groove by the guy from In Flames. You remember?
yeah, Daniel.
When you're starting to do like
from Flames, yeah. Then when I started with I had before I started with Cobauc, he had like percussion, like tribal band we called Exodia. So and kind of it's like tribal with floats and
Yeah.
and
I remember that band. Yeah. It's kind of
extended
tribal thing, like with
tribal, yeah. Then I
thrash,
changed
death, stuff like
thrash
that.
death, kind of thrash death tribal. Then when I
Yeah.
met Reno. Well, all right, because we are living in the island, so it's a small island. You met everyone and every project we have. So
Oh, for sure.
you met
Wait.
guys.
Actually, my
In
first
America
drum
here, that's
was
not very easy.
Ripper.
Yeah. Was very easy then,
Ripper. The first time I sat in a drum kit was Louis' drum kit when I was like
Yeah.
16.
I had
17.
Wow,
I had a Pearl
that
Exposed.
goes way back.
My first drum kit Reaper was the Pearl Export Diamond White, and I think you remember with 8 pieces, like
Oh, yeah.
8, 10,
Absolutely.
8, 10,
I had
12,
I had
14,
an
the
export
big
that
one,
was similar.
the
It was
white
Black
one, the
Diamond
white
Pearl,
one.
I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The white one is like the white one. Oh my god! So
Oh, yeah.
I
Very
remember
thick, very boomy, records well. That's the big part.
Yeah.
Especially for stage. But yeah, I mean, I totally feel that. I mean, I loved Sepultura, I still do. But Soulfly kind of grabbed me a little bit more because you still had the tribal, but they
Yeah.
gave you a new version of heavy that people weren't used to yet
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
groovy, it was a little slower, and then they'd add in those insane breakdowns.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right. Yeah, right. But that happened when it started with the new metal band, starting with that like Korn, the groove, like the groove is that's it's like that's
it's like adding a little bit of
time to
funk
wait
into
to break
it,
the fucking neck. So like kind of for me, of course, for us, is like for who is listening with metal, change a lot. But the best for me is the best years of metal, like end of 80s and start of 90s. So when it started, like kind of band of Sepultura, Slayer,
and death metal was just becoming a thing.
Carcass, the bands of the way of the kind of metal you're gonna listen. So also heavy metals and power metals bands in the 90s, 80s.
We've written everything. In the end, we have influences of everything.
Exodus.
Oh, Exodus fucking rules.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
kind of,
Luis.
Yeah.
Now, if we want to talk about the influence for the first album, about I think one of the big influence on drums on Trial by Combat is possible Bolt Thrower. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolute Bolt Thrower. Yeah, absolute Bolt Thrower. Yeah, it's the same influences because I remember what's funny when I met Luca or I met Luca before Tigguo Cobauc when he has the project Even Vast, and we met on the period of COVID, so we are illegally you cannot be with someone. So I was living. It was funny because I was living in Reno's house, and I told Reno and his family, I have a meeting for a guy. Send me a message from I need a drummer, so for Even Bass. All right, okay. So that was COVID period, so I met
illegal jamming.
Yeah, I remember the first rehearsal we had, like the first auditions. Then we start to listen. Oh, this is why listen this. Look at what's playing. This this is gonna work like that. And remember, he told me, Bolt Throwers, and I played with Bolt Thrower once in Portugal when a band that I had called Requiem Laos. It's like death metal band I had. I remember we get open for them. Yeah, we play on the same day. They there was the headliners. And I remember to look, oh no, yeah, because I like that kind of rhythm, the kind of the frequency that the drummers has is amazing. Like percussion is like it's my wave. So all right,
It's on your blood, man. Percussion is on your blood, Venezolano.
yeah, Venezolano, Latino. It's like to say this salsa en su cuerpo.
Yeah, I think it's in some song you feel is a Latino drummer and some use of
the tribal. It's like Reaper said, it's the tribalism, the sounds of tribal is like.
I mean, it
don't
just
be need to
amps up the energy quite a bit. My introduction to
Runaway,
style of playing,
Runaway more on the technical, technical.
Little bit.
It's not right. It's not. You don't need to be like 7/8 to do 7/8. Oh my gosh! Like, come on, it's 90s, man. It's old metal, man. Old stuff. So with groove to bang it and until your neck fall off. So it's like.
Actually, Reaper, I was a bit tired of being on stage and playing melodic death metal, very, very fast stuff, lot of notes. Man, we don't enjoy sometimes the gig. We're just looking for the guitar all the time. It's because it's lots of shit in one song. So with this band, man, I can play without looking for the bass basically, and just looking
you play 3 or 4 songs, black metal songs, like and then you try to play one song, one jazz song. It's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna freak out. So it's like.
Yeah, well, it's for me, my man. I love it. I'm enjoying a lot this kind of metal. I never played because, like I told you, my school was like melodic death metal for 19 years. It was the only metal band I had in my life. So we've played all this fucking stuff like So Work in Flames, Arch Enemy, lots of techniques and everything. But I'm enjoying Tigguo Cobauc because. On the end, I'm feeling like a free musician. You understand? Like when I'm on stage,
it's not the feeling. Yeah, it's not the feeling you have.
Yeah, I'm free. You see, I'm like I'm not depending all these notes to show people that you are a good musician and this music.
It's not.
It's about the feel. It's about the feel and how it makes the listener feel as well.
It's about the groove and all of that.
You got to have the groove. If it ain't got groove, I don't want it.
Exactly.
For real.
I'm starting to understand it now. I'm starting to understand it now, you see.
Because I played in 2 different death metal bands for about 20 years. And I'm like, my knees are starting to go, when are you going to let up a little bit? So, it was kind of funny because after a doctor visit, he's like, I don't know how much longer your knees are going to be able to take this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I got back to roots. Black Sabbath was the reason I started playing drums in the first place because I heard Iron Man on vinyl, the original vinyl. And my dad had a snare drum and a cymbal and says, here, do something with this. And I'm like, okay, so I put it was the We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll double album, and I listened to that and tried to play along with it. Next thing I know, I had the rhythms down. I didn't have a bass drum, I didn't have any toms or anything, but I was like, I think I want to do this. So that's what kind of led to that. And then Slayer happened, and I was like, oh, fucking Slayer. And then of course Death came out, Cannibal Corpse, and I was like, that was like the hottest thing going in metal at the time here in the States. So I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. So I had the blast beats down and all that shit.
I think you're right, man. I think we're born in the best times of music because these guys that they have just like 10, 15 years more than us. They started the thing. We grow up, listen all these fucking things, man, that we've listened. And now, after like 40 years or 30 years, you have the chance to, put in one album or one song everything that you consumed of all of your life, from all your life, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I'm very happy to born in 77. I born in 77. So man, you when I was like 16 years old, all these bands, man. Now
yeah,
MTV fucking just
and also,
pop,
yeah,
pop, pop.
and also in when in our time in 90s, 95, 97 in Madeira, the news is not quite like, we had some delays. So imagine if Slayer released the album in October. So in Madeira, it's like we have that delay 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So now you have
Mhm.
all, we don't
Yeah, but
we
you
never
could see,
had that access
Wait,
to.
but you could see straight away on MTV, man. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
Ed
yeah.
Beggar's Ball, man.
Yeah, but
Showed them
MTV was
everywhere.
worth a shit.
yeah, not everyone, but yeah, not everyone in the island has MTV. So
Yeah.
Right.
like, yeah, you have to
Right.
go to the coast, to the city, main city. So something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, the
and we
best.
didn't have the internet back then. So we would go into record shops and we would see these album covers and go, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, yeah,
And the next
yeah,
thing you know, you buy it, you take it home, and you listen to the whole thing, not just
yeah,
one single. You'd listen to the entire fucking album, then go,
yeah,
"Wow, that just kicked my ass." I remember
Man,
when I picked up my
yeah.
first copy of Merciful Fate, the Melissa album was the one that
and
I
and
got,
and, this,
and
and the
I was
and the vinyls,
blown away.
Reaper. Do you remember the vinyls from Overkill? When you first saw fucking vinyl from Overkill, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Awesome,
Yeah,
man! What's Overkill? Oh my god, man. I just
Yeah,
love that name,
it was
Overkill.
amazing.
Fucking
I
yeah,
mean,
overkill. I remember. Yeah, I remember that's
they
overkill.
were
Yeah,
true fucking entertainers, man. Every
yeah,
last one of them. And well, one thing, I mean, at this stage again, I'm 45, about to be 46. Um, it's us older guys that
So
are
you are same
basically,
age. You are same age as me, my man. Same
yeah,
age. Yeah.
yeah. I think we're showing the this generation that's up now where it's really at. And I can
yeah,
start to see some of these younger musicians coming up really listening to the classics now instead of just what's hot right now. I mean, there's a lot of really good bands. Metalcore is the flavor of the week in America right now. I mean, it's fine, but
yeah. Also
musically,
here. Yeah, also
I
here. Yeah,
can
also here in
hear
Europe.
the
Yeah,
influences. Like I can hear some Iron Maiden. I can hear some Judas Priest.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And the fact that we're still going at our age, I think it's inspirational. And what you guys have done with the Trial by Combat album is just fucking amazing. Demolished Blood. Let's talk about that one for a second. That was the first fucking track I heard, and I was like, yeah, finally something original, something just would grab me. You know what I mean? Because I mean that's what it takes, and that's how I've gotten into management too. Is I take bands that I think really got something. So, what's that one about? Like lyrically.
Demolished Blood. Man, this album is about or words from the history of Nottingham, the city, because the city where we live at the moment, because this city has more than 1,000 years of history. So you
That's
know,
incredible.
yeah,
yeah,
and because the lots of from people from other countries like Romans and everything, like Vikings, they try to conquer UK, like like a long time. So there is lots of
That's for
history, like
sure.
lots of stuff. So
I'm a huge
uh,
history buff, especially
Tiggo,
that
Tiggo
era.
Cobauc, after I started on this band, I started to kind of search for more about what means Tiggo Cobauc, because when I started, they told me Tiggo Cobauc is the ancient name of the Nottingham City, the actual Nottingham City. So I
Oh,
was like, man, yeah. I started to investigate and everything, like searching, studying what's going on. I even went to the castle. We have a castle here on the city. They have like more than how many miles? Look, don't remember the exactly number of miles they have.
350 cave.
Yeah, how much?
350 from what?
Yeah, they have lots of caves under the castle and everything. You see, so Tigguo means city of caves. Yeah, what I did, I didn't want it. So lyrically, when I started on this band, so the guy, the first singer of the band, he already had two songs written. He already did two of the songs are from them. I think is Tiggo Cobauc, and the other one is Galahorn's Warning.
Yeah.
So
and it's online. It's Wayne. Wayne is our ex-member. Is on there.
Yeah.
Watching the interview now.
Yeah. But he did two songs, you see. So when I start on the band, these guys are already creating, producing songs and everything. And when I started, the guys give me two lyrics already done. So what I did, I just read the thing, listen to music, and then straight away did my own. On these two songs, I did my own metric. You see, metric like I was listening, reading, and singing. I did that.
Yeah,
so when I've listened to the original version, I was like fucking completely different, the groove and then when I remember when you listen, he said, "Fuck yeah, Reno, man! I never thought on this kind of this metric that you did. Oh man, it's very good and everything." Yeah, and then because we had more 4 songs, I had to start for the first time in my life starting to because I sing all my life. But the thing is, I never been in an original band that I needed to sing and do the lyrics. You see, so it was my first time.
It's a hell of a thing doing all three.
With 44 years old, starting to do that was like
you can imagine the pressure. You can imagine the pressure.
Man,
I would just be always afraid I would forget my lyrics.
I was like,
it's not. It's like a sweetness.
Sweetness. And have it on a teleprompter.
It's not like a pressure. It's not like a pressure with the gun. So it's like a pressure, sweet pressure. It's like, Reno, you play guitar. You're a nice fucking guitar player, and you sing it as well. So we need you. So you can help us. So Reno said, "All right, let's try it." So
that's right, yeah. And then I started to, my first songs writing lyrics for this kind of metal was with Tigguo Cobauc. So Demolish Blood, I'm just seeing now the lyrics in front of me. I did this. This is kind of in my head when I was like starting to understand and study what's going on around this more than 1,000 years of history of conquers, like battles. I didn't want just to talk about that, you see. So I was getting, you think, man, you can talk 1, 2 times. But if you do an album, just talking about battles and, it's going to be, I was feeling, man, I'm going to feel bored about it. So what I did, my man, I was like,
we'll leave that to Mount Amarth.
Well, yeah. What I can do, I was like, I was trying
Lord of the Rings. So we are not Lord of the Rings.
Wait. I was trying to do a symbiosis of actual stuff in the world we live in, or personal experiences, or stuff that the stuff that I already lived or I knew. So in this case, Demolished Blood is kind of. Imagine a city. The city was, it was night. Everybody was sleeping and everything, and then they suddenly they've been attacked. So when everybody's sleeping, and then you're attacked by surprise, and everybody was, with fire and starting to burn everything down because this castle was burned. I don't know if you know, but this castle was burned down once. So. Yeah. So I was like, man, but the people, they were surprised, but they're almost losing the battle. But then, if you read "We raise the flag, time will renew the blood on your hands to be sublime, to be sublime." You see, the people were almost losing, but man, they instead of running, some of them, just reunite and then let's fight against these fuckers, man. And then we don't gonna lose our city or stuff or babies or anything that our lives. So
It's all
this is
about
kind of
strength and having heart.
Yeah.
so
Strength,
this is
strength and
this
hope.
yeah
Strength and hope and
yeah this is something like that. Demolished blood is kind of something like history that they are almost losing, but the strength, came back on people's heart, and then they fight against what's going on that day. You see, so it's, yeah. So I have another one. Like I told you, I don't want to talk just in wars, but what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm going to try to do on the next album, is like mixing the history of Tigguo, like the ancient city, the name, with the actual stuff. Like I have one song that you see I was talking about is, imagine, endless suffering. I think it's endless suffering. I'm gonna just read here to make sure.
Really? Yeah. At the end, the album is kind of a concept.
Yeah, kind of a concept in the end. It's because it's all related. So imagine it's all about wars and everything that I after I studied, I imagine in my head. You see, I imagine stuff in my head after I reading the true lyrics from the first singer. I saw, oh yeah, this is the kind of stuff they want to talk. You understand? I read this too, and then, but I'm not gonna stay just this. I'm gonna put my own brain on it, and my own how it said thoughts,
yeah.
and my I don't know how it said, but influences my everything. You see, so there is a song is imagine a guy that having problems with gambling, and then the guy is almost losing his family, his wife, and losing his house, everything. You see, and then it's also
That's every
related
day in
to
Las Vegas.
you say, yeah, I know. Just why I know in Madeira there is lots of stories like that. People
For
losing
sure.
everything on the casinos and everything. So I know because I've been there. I saw. So what I'm trying to do, my friend, is like instead of being boring, just talking about the wars, I'm trying to combine a story that I know from real life with
Sure.
some histories that I invent or create in my head um, after, like I told you, studying or searching about all the history of Nottingham City, all the battles and everything. So something like that. I'm going to continue to do that because I think it's a good thing. And when you read that, sometimes you can relate to yourself. You can imagine lots of stories when you listen this shit, isn't it? When you're reading this shit, you're like, fucking hell, this seems lots of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've picked up on some of it, but I just like to always hear like the background story, of how it comes to be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
do you kind of start with like Luca? Do you come up with the riff first and then hash that riff out with the drummer?
Yeah.
Okay. I always felt that was like the best way to write. I don't know.
No,
It's weird.
for Trial by Combat, it's been more me and Luis starting with a groove of guitar, rehearsing with the drum. If you listen to the song, you feel it's not like studying a guitar line and after put the drum. It's all together.
All together
Together in the same time and searching
Some of the best stuff has come out of just fucking free jams,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what happened. Me and Luca, we were jamming together. Well, okay, let's work in this. That's what happens. Like Luca telling, it's like it's a riff Lucas had before. So right, okay, I have these ideas recorded. So add the drums. So you don't notice. You're not like
And then fucking Reno came and ruined everything.
Goddamn bass players. They suck.
I just
funny.
changed everything. I just changed everything for black.
I call it the Vinny Dime.
The Vinny Dime, the Vinny Dime, the Vinny Dime. Yeah, the
Vinny Dime formula. Because I mean, every fucking Pantera song was great because the two of them would write together instead of like all that separate shit. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't if you do it separate. Sabbath, man, they just always put it together all at the same time before Ozzy even sang it.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? So I don't understand why a lot of bands nowadays are so digital versus organic when it comes to that. Like a lot of guitar players, you know, in the States here, they get their riff, put it down on tape, send it to the other guy, have him listen to it, and you know, practice it before going to rehearsal, and then try to do it together. I don't think you get the same quality.
We all backgrounds is me, Luca, and Luis. It's we came from this kind of background where we grow up without internet or studios. You see, so we always did the songs in garage. You see, so it's kind of we just did a new song.
You have time to rehearsal. It's not. So you have the facility. You don't have to pay a studio. You don't have to pay
we can go over there and be there. No rush. We're working with no rush. You see, when you have a place like my previous band in Portugal, we have a place that we are not in a rush to go home because you see, if you have like just 2 hours to be there, the things is like let's gonna do. But man, when you are in a place that you are in no rush. I remember starting to play like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. We're playing. We sometimes stay there until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, my man. Believe me. You see on the garage, all night playing, my man. Just you see, we don't do the same nowadays, but at least we rehearse on Lucas' house. He has a professional studio at home. So we has the professional studio, and he has the kind of the side of the professional studio did kind of a studio for recording drums. Yeah. So we have the amplifiers over there. It's just a trio. It's not too big, but it's perfect for us. It's just drums, guitar, and bass. We can listen very well what we're doing. We don't play very loud, but we play in a good
quality.
Not quite like Motorhead.
I think the most important thing for Tigguo Cobauc is what
you can imagine power trio.
Well, what you listen on the album is what we play live because we don't have any any digital things to imitate that cab or no, it's all real, all microphone. We have lose more time choosing the right microphone for the right thing. Like we have I remember 20 microphone just on the drums and the guitar is a real guitar and with a matte amp head and orange and the proper Marshall cab, matte amp cab and everything with microphone on top and choosing the right microphone and etc. It's all real, no loop or fake sound. It's all microphone sound.
Yeah, you can always tell a good band when they can play what they did on the album live, and it sounds good. Yeah. Speaking of which, congratulations on the Black Hawk amplifier endorsement. Let's take a look into the sound that he is producing. It got me. I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's
Utterly
one of the
amazing.
things. It's one of the things I always loved on the Lucas is the Lucas sound, man. He has a unique sound. I never been
Yeah.
in a. It's fucking nice, man. Believe me, it's one of the things you know, just involves. I remember when we went first time playing, and then the guy was doing the test. We are doing the test sound check, and it was like, no guitars, and look, it was just. The
It's
guy
so
was
in your
like,
face, crunchy. I could feel
fucking
my bone shattering. That's how awesome that was.
Ripper. If you see
Now that's
live,
not a
man,
7-string, is it?
What?
That's not a
nah,
7-string, is it?
No, I'm not. I'm not. What?
seven
That's
string.
not a 7-string.
No,
Or
no,
is
no,
it-
no. I don't use seven
I
string.
knew it.
6.
So all you sons of bitches out there that seem to think to get that kind of sound you have to be playing a 7 or an 8-string, you're fucking stupid.
No, well, everyone
Did
use.
you hear that? You know what I'm saying? Just from a 6-string with the right cabs, the right pedals, you can get a kick-ass fucking
Fucking
sound.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
But I wish you could listen the guitar sound of Look Alive. Believe me, man. The guy was like guitar. "Durr." Okay, all right.
Well, I was actually hoping that at
Human
some
being.
point, you guys could get like a live video, even if it's just like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
40 seconds, something like that, just to show everybody else that like what you're doing live is exactly coming right out of that record.
Yeah, we do.
Unbelievable.
What we are trying to do, think of that. Nice that you talk about that. So what we're trying to do is like exactly that. Is trying to do what we did on the studio. Recreating the same sound that we did on studio. Otherwise, people when you're watching you live, they're gonna think, oh man, these guys. They are great on the album, but live they sound crap. You see, but
That's how I
look,
feel about Slipknot.
look, I have this, look, I have this thought, this idea to recreate we using the same pedals that we've used on studio. So now we changed for this one, but man, this kind of trying to bring the feeling when you listen to the album, the same feeling of sound live, and I think we can do, isn't it? Look, I think the stuff.
Kind of the low end is
The different from the studio. In studio, I've used
Matam.
No, yeah, Matamp obviously had, and Marshall cabinet and Matam cabinet.
I think I have right here, man. I think I write it here.
Yeah, I have used Dunwich pedal for fuzz, and it's the same because I buy that from John, from Conan, the same pedal John using on the first 2 albums of Conan.
Look, I have written here. I have written here. Look. So you've used.
He's a good student in the class.
Yeah, Ripper, we are the kind of that guys of bands like create stuff. We keep it in treasures and like the pirates, like if we die. The secret is all in here. So
yeah, Ilbus preamp from America, Brunetti amp on Matamp, but also I've used Matamp help and. Well, it's just pedal microphone.
Genghis, you should run that
You
loop.
can't forget. If you write, you can't forget, man.
Also,
That's
you have
awesome.
discovered that fuzz. Remember the fuzz, the pedal you buy after the recording for the bass.
Oh man, yeah.
By audio.
It's very original sounding. Just not a lot of guitar players have that kind of sound, and then like you said, it's easy to reproduce live.
But it's also,
Speaking,
also the combination of my guitar sound and Reno bass sound together is the Tigguo Cobauc sound.
Yeah.
It's not just me.
And absolutely. Speaking of
Like-
endorsements,
It's
they
like
have their own beer.
Oh yeah, wait.
We got to get a shot of this. There is fucking Tigua Cobauc Trial by Combat fucking beer. There's that son of a bitch right there. Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody's got one. Yay.
Yeah, I had mine on my ticket.
That is fucking amazeballs. How
Yeah.
the hell did you do that? And let alone get it on tap at your local drinking hole? How did this come about?
Well, we have some friend and
It pays to have friends.
Yeah.
well, we
Yeah,
love
it was
we love
yeah, it's,
ale.
just explain how it how it went to Luca, because this stuff started with because Luca and Rachel his missus has a friend from Manchester, so the guy had a brewery, so and so the opportunity comes up, so nice.
Yeah, we talk for years. We want to do something, a collaboration for pale ale beer, and it's happened.
Well, and most importantly, people obviously fucking love it.
Yeah.
So is it your recipe or is it the brewery's recipe?
No. We have choose together what kind of beer we want to brew, and obviously the expert is tricky.
Yeah, but actually, Reaper, actually, we've been doing we've been there producing the beer.
Yeah.
We've been working there. We put,
together,
we put, cutting the bags. I never
okay.
did beer in my life, so now I have an understanding because I've been there. I never thought beer was like that. You see, these guys here,
A hell of a process.
yeah. They import some flowers, kind of that gives this taste and flavor from America. I didn't know that this kind of flower came from America. Yeah, man, these guys import from America all this compact. They came like in a compact bag. So when you open the bag, man, when I smelled that, I was like, oh my god, this is the smell of the beer I always drink in my life, and I don't even knew that was from flowers. You see, fucking
No
amazing.
shit.
We
Yeah.
actually
America
work
actually did something good.
to do the beer. Not just put the name, the logo of the band on the beer. We actually work to do the beer.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we've been we did a great job. The guy was very happy because we're not just kind of guys that that
he
we
made-
don't have afraid we don't have afraid to get wet or dirt. Hands on the job, like like no worries, man.
He used
Well,
he
I
used
think
the logo.
it
Yeah,
makes
he-
you
he used-
appreciate it more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. He
Actually being
used the
part of the
traditional.
process.
Yeah.
I've
Normally
always
they
said
use,
if I could get in on like Reaper's brand of bourbon, that would be fucking amazing. I would definitely be there at the distillery fucking getting it together and making sure that it's top notch, top quality, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Hopefully we do another one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we do another one, isn't it? The
So,
the goal or the next step, as Luca was talking about, that is trying to do a kind of nice stout, dark beer.
black one.
You
Yeah,
see?
the black one.
a
Yeah,
lot of
the
people
black
like the dark ones. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
yeah.
vegan. It's a vegan beer. Really important.
Nice. Yeah,
vegan, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, y'all are going on tour soon.
Yeah. I think
All righty.
15 days.
So they are
days we're
coming
in
to
Brazil.
Ah.
Yeah.
the Brazil tour. Kicks off
6.
In October. Okay, I just
yeah.
you guys always put the dates backwards from the way
No,
we do it, so
no.
I had to think about it. Forgive me. Oh, those
it's
damn
in
colonists.
Brazil.
Right, man. I also don't like, man. It's weird, man.
Oh shit! So yes, on October 6th is when that kicks off. Is it going to be kind of feel like a homecoming for a couple of you guys?
No,
Kind of a little bit.
It's gonna be like a new experience, and it's like we said here, it's the last shot. So because it's like, come on, and let's go there and enjoy it. And we're going there to show our music. We're not going there to enjoy the holidays we're gonna have, but of course, because we're gonna be really, really busy, because like you show in the poster. So we're gonna have a lot of shows every day, so different places, different. Also, it's not gonna be around Brazil, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be it's a big experience. And
actually, it's my first time.
They love metal.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The first one is gonna be like it's like you're gonna, the first time of your life you're gonna do some shit, or it's like, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. It's like you're gonna play on Wimbledon or something like that. It's gonna, the feeling, oh my gosh, shit.
Yes.
It's gonna be the first one. So it's gonna be scared, but it's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be scared at the same time. So
it's not scared.
Part of the exciting part of it, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a last run for you. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm still a child stuck in a 45-year-old body. I believe that I'll be playing until the fucking sticks fall. That's what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Never say it's the end quite yet.
We can put it like that. Yeah, exactly. We are 80, so we are 80, so we are all tough. It's like, oh my gosh, oh Jesus, oh shit, oh nice, oh this is gonna be fucking hell, all right. I can die, rest in peace. Like, you can put me in the fucking grave, rest in peace, right? Because I did what I want to do. So you know what I mean. So like, it's gonna
absolutely. Look at Ozzy.
It's gonna be fucking
Ozzy's
awesome. Then play with
years old and still rocking the stage. Who else could do that?
Exactly. Isn't
not
it?
a lot of metal musicians to do that. So that gives me hope.
I think when you are a good person, something's good happens, isn't it? When you fight for your dreams, and
you don't take no shit from nobody. You do it on your terms, and if they don't like them, fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck off. Exactly.
Absolutely. That's. We're all a little bit crazy, so go for the fucking gold. Quick,
go for the fucking gold.
Right. Real quick before we get into the next segment, or I should say the final segment here, because we are at the top of the hour. I'm going to go ahead and run. I have a
not going to have trouble.
Weird video coming out with Drop Dead Dammit called Velvet Darkness. Coming soon, October 1st to Kingside Records YouTube channel. Check it out. All right, definitely be looking for that on October the 1st to the Kingside Records YouTube channel. All right, so with all the fans that you may have made tonight, well, it's afternoon here, but it's evening there, and to the fans that you have had watching, and thank you all for commenting. We love that shit. What do you want to say to them?
Well, this time it's Luca. Luca is better answer. Luca answers for that. Yeah. Luca is mentor, so Luca is our mentor. So Luca is like.
Well, it's just the start because we are on the same label. Next album will be out on Kingside Records, and we just starting. And we love to touring where we have the release out. Like now in Brazil, we have the release on Chaninho Discos, and we have done some gig in England, and you don't know where is the next tour.
Well, we are working on something here at the Underground Productions, and hopefully 2023 will see y'all over here on this soil. And most definitely, we don't give up. I don't give up. I don't sleep until I get the right answer.
That's the spirit, bro. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, what I have to say, thank you very much for the people that is supporting us in any way, like sharing stuff on our from our web, pages, like web pages, like anything that help us to share our music or our passion for doing music for underground people like us, like loves underground music and more extreme, tunes. Thank you very much for you all. So hopefully we continue to do more tunes that you guys still get in love of it, or just like to listen like this first album, because in my opinion, for a first album, I think is sounding very good. So if we feeling that, hopefully people feel the same. We are honest musicians, you see. We just do what we can. We don't invent too much. We're just going through what we can do, and hopefully people feel that on our music. So it's what I have to do more is like hopefully see you in your country playing, because our goal is like sharing as much as possible around the world, because this band it wants a lot travel the world with our music.
Yeah, we want the main goal for us is to play live and play
always.
Live. Yeah,
Okay.
And that should always be like the focal point of everyone's career.
The last
Play
is
live.
over, and the last stays over for the drummer. So it's a drum solo, so the drum solo. So I have to be careful with the words I'm going to use. So Reaper, the first time and the first. Thank you so much for inviting us for your program.
Oh, most definitely, and we'll definitely have you back on too.
Amazing work,
record, and
amazing what you are doing. You and your miss is amazing job. Keep going, brother. You have our support.
I wear so many hats.
Yeah, thank you. Also, thank you for having us to your family. So on the Grippers ground. So it's like Rino said, Lucas said, I don't have too much words because they all said everything. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you soon there, or you maybe one day you come here. You pay a visit. You pay a visit here.
I just love your fucking smile, man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Man, your laugh, Reaper, is fucking brilliant, man.
I made it myself.
And that's it. And the rest.
Speaking of label mates, Doomsday Rejects just came in. Awesome. With that new lyric video.
Doomsday Rejects. Cheers.
If someone have some question, we are here to.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone does have any questions, now would probably be the time to ask for sure. as we are just one big family united under metal. It doesn't matter what genre.
It's
We're all under the
yeah.
same fucking banner.
I don't know if Luis wants Ripper. I don't know if Luis wants to announce his new big thing as a in his career as musician. But man, he has something nice if he wants to share.
yeah. So I want to share. I'm starting working with the Sultan cymbals. So
Fantastico.
Thank you to Confides. Thank you to Saldivar. So so
Absolutely, man. I've been with Soul Tone now for 2 years. I'm a huge fan of their extreme and their custom.
I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link by my setup for the cymbals. You're gonna love it. It's big,
fantastic!
Huge scratches, it's huge rides. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you the link. So you're gonna say, "Oh, look, this is a fucking awesome." It's like a bomb. So
huge. It's gonna sound huge. I'm
gonna use it on
Wednesday Reject says, "Let us know when you hit the Southeast USA."
Oh,
brother, I already had you guys in mind once they get to Florida. Believe me.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You do to us right now because you are our manager.
I just might throw Drop Dead on there too. Shit, I'd love to share the stage with y'all, but thank you so much for being on this edition of The Underground. But as always, stay heavy.